The Stoic path is not for the faint of heart, but it is one that forges the soul in the fires of discipline and fortitude. We stand as guardians of our own emotions, our own reactions, and ultimately, our own destinies. If you walk this path with me, you will learn to see the weaknesses that plague not just one gender, but all humans, weaknesses that prevent us from reaching our full potential. But we will speak here not in terms of division between man and woman, but as humans, striving to master ourselves. This discussion is not to diminish but to elevate those who seek to transcend their base impulses, whether male or female. These weaknesses are simply hurdles in the journey toward self-mastery. Let us confront them together, with the understanding that to know one's weaknesses is the first step toward true power. 1. Emotional impulsiveness. Seneca said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." And yet, how often do we allow our emotions to rule our actions? Emotional impulsiveness blinds us to the truth, making us slaves to fleeting passions. A Stoic knows that emotions are like wild horses. Without control, they will lead you astray. True strength comes from the ability to pause, reflect, and act with intention. Every time we master an emotion, we come one step closer to mastering ourselves. 2. Fear of solitude. Epictetus reminds us, "He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing." Many fear solitude, but the Stoic understands that true contentment is found within, not from external sources. Solitude is not loneliness, but a space for growth, reflection, and self-improvement. The weakness lies in the need for constant external validation. Only by embracing solitude can we truly listen to our inner wisdom, untethered by the noise of the world. 3. Dependence on external approval. Marcus Aurelius taught, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." The obsession with others' approval weakens our sense of self. Why should we let the judgment of others dictate our worth? Stoicism teaches us to look inward, to find validation in our own virtues and actions. The approval you seek is within you, not outside of you. 4. Over-attachment to material wealth. "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants," said Epictetus. The pursuit of material wealth is a distraction from the inner wealth we should cultivate. Many fall into the trap of defining their value by the things they own. A Stoic finds wealth in wisdom, in virtue, and in self-discipline. Material wealth is fleeting, but the riches of the mind and spirit last forever. 5. Overindulgence in comfort. We live in a world that encourages comfort at every turn, but as Musonius Rufus said, "It is difficult, if not impossible, to control desires when one has given in to comfort." Comfort breeds complacency, and complacency leads to stagnation. A Stoic knows that true strength is forged in adversity, not ease. We do not seek hardship, but we do not fear it either. We embrace challenges as opportunities to grow stronger. 6. Fear of loss and change. Heraclitus, a philosopher in harmony with Stoic thought, said, "Everything flows, nothing stands still." Fear of change is natural, but it is also irrational. Everything is in a state of flux, and the sooner we accept this, the sooner we can free ourselves from the fear of loss. A Stoic embraces change, knowing that life is a series of transitions, each one an opportunity to practice resilience. 7. holding grudges and harboring resentment. Marcus Aurelius warned us, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Harboring resentment only chains us to the past and poisons our soul. A Stoic knows that the actions of others are beyond our control, but how we respond to them is entirely within our power. By releasing grudges, we free ourselves from the burden of bitterness and open the path to inner peace. 8. Inability to accept criticism. If evil be said of thee, and if it be true, correct thyself. If it be a lie, laugh at it, said Epictetus. Criticism, like adversity, is a tool for growth. A Stoic does not flinch from criticism but welcomes it as an opportunity to refine their character. We must separate our egos from our actions and learn to value correction over comfort. 9. Lack of self-discipline. Seneca's words ring clear. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. Without self-discipline, we are slaves to our desires and whims. Every small indulgence chips away at our strength, while every act of restraint builds it. The true measure of a person's power is their ability to govern themselves. Allowing emotions to cloud judgment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Emotions are not our enemies, but they must be kept in their place. A Stoic does not allow anger, sadness, or even joy to cloud their judgment. We must see the world as it is, not as we wish it to be, and act with reason, not passion. The Stoic path to mastery. These weaknesses, though often associated with women in societal narratives, are universal. They represent the human condition, the struggles we all face in our quest for self-mastery. Stoicism is not about denial, but about empowerment. It is the pursuit of inner fortitude, the ability to rise above our base instincts and destructive emotions. The Stoic does not seek to control the world, but to control themselves. In doing so, they become unshakable, untouchable by the chaos of life. Let us together walk this path, not as men or women, but as human beings striving for true strength. Each of us has the potential for greatness. Each of us has the ability to overcome these weaknesses and become masters of our own fate. It is not an easy road, but it is the only road worth walking. Let us embrace it with courage, wisdom, and unwavering resolve.